sports presentation of NBA basketball. Along with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Starting for the Clippers, they won that game against the Sacramento Kings. Guys, kind of about a fail. They pulled out a 4-point win, though.
Well, it was a good win. Ball movement, offensive spacing, efficiency. They were just really solid at that end of the floor.
And when they got hot, they were impossible to cool down. That was the case throughout the game.
And the starting lineup for the Thunder brought to us tonight by State Farm. Kevin Durant, Serge Ibaka, and Kendrick Perkins, their front court trio. The backcourt comprised of Russell Westbrook and Thabo Sefolosha. And for the Clippers, in the front court, it's Caron Butler, Blake Griffin, and DeAndre Jordan. Chris Paul and Chauncey Billups make up the backcourt.
I've just got to say this. I mean, the Thunder fans have really been spoiled since the team moved to Oklahoma City. 4 years in, they've made the playoffs in all but the first season. So you got one step ahead of the defense on that one. Excellent job.
Durant, no good. On defense, the Thunder. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Well, they had a difficult night from the field in that game, guys. They just didn't look to be working very hard to get good looks offensively.
Well, you know what, Steve? I'm going to disagree with you. I thought they could have worked a little bit harder offensively, but I think it was more the fact they just had a cold shooting night. That happens sometimes.
And the Clippers making a change here. Crawford's checked in. Shot clock at 6. Set down low that time, and he got the 3-second clock. Back to Oklahoma City, made the playoffs, gone deep more often than not. Talk about winning over a city when they relocated Steve from Seattle. They have done that and more.
Well, that city has really embraced the franchise, Kevin, and it helps when you've got guys like Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook who are not only phenomenal players to watch, but really good people who the community can embrace. So I think the love affair between the team and the community will last a long time. Well, good job finding a little opening in the defense and burying the jumper.
Let's find out now what head coach Vinny Del Negro had to say to Doris Burke. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, his focus coming into this game is on circumventing a very formidable defense. He's telling me they don't have many breakdowns at that end, so you really have to earn your points. Of course, we'd love to shoot a high percentage, but if we can't, we've got to find a way to get more possessions, whether that's with rebounding or forcing turnovers. Guys, it sounds like he's counting on hustle plays to help them out.
And Doris, as always, thank you. So, Steve, you agree with Coach's game plan here, given how tough the D is that they're going to go up against?
Yeah, I do. I mean, a huge part of your game plan has to be focused on their D. And I think he's right to put that much emphasis on it.
Yeah, I agree with you guys because they are that good defensively, so you've got to worry about that and game plan for that. And then trust that your guys will execute what needs to be done.
Well, Thunder head coach Scott Brooks had some pretty good days in his NBA career. Actually went undrafted out of UC Irvine, but ended up playing in the CBA and then played 8 or 9 years in the NBA. Ended up winning a title with Houston in 1994.
Here's Sefolosha. The 15-footer. Good. The Clippers trailed. The open shot call. Releases from the wing and kills it. Now you mentioned Coach Brooks and his background as a point guard. You see a lot of former point guards, I think, Steve, becoming head coaches.
That's true, Kevin. You think about the guys who have had to lead teams as point guards. It's a natural transition for them to go into coaching. They're used to directing traffic. They're used to kind of figuring things out during a game, so they have to think their way through a contest. So, yeah, it makes a lot of sense that point guards sometimes make good coaches.
At the line number 2.
Well, when you look at DeAndre Jordan, just a tremendous physical talent. Great athleticism, can run, can jump. He's already good, but I think as his skills develop, he's got the potential to be a great center.
Westbrook drives in, and the shot is good. Westbrook's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, for him, that finger roll is almost second nature. That's a tough shot for most players.
That's a precision shots. You've got to be precise. No room for error on the floor.
And for DeAndre Jordan, Steve, you mentioned his ups. Right now, almost all his points come across the lane, right around the rim, closer.
Yeah, you'll rarely see him shoot from outside of the restricted arc area, really. I mean, his free throw stroke shows you why. He's got work to do there. He can develop something offensively, jump hook and a mid-range jump shot. Watch out.
Matt Barnes is checked in for the Clippers. Lamar Odom is checked in for Matt Barnes. Durant dishes to Cephalosha. Left side, Westbrook. And taken away by Paul. And here we go. Crawford all alone.
Nice aggressive defensive play to make the steal and start the break.
Yeah, I like the fact they didn't mess around with the once they got it.
Well, you think about what Chris Paul meant to the Clippers, guys. Not just on the floor, and that's pretty obvious. He's one of the best point guards in the league, if not the best. But it had more to do with the identity of the team. I think people took them seriously after that deal. And in fact, in L.A., there was a budding rivalry between the Clippers and the Lakers for who was the city's best team. And that had never been questioned before.
And our 2K leaderboard up on the screen now, giving you a look at the small forward position and the players with the most rebounds per game this year. Kevin Durant is second.
The work they do on the boards is such a big part of all these players' teams. They're much bigger than the grand majority of small forwards in this league.
And I think it's an area that they all take pride in, Steve. They know they can score. That's expected of their position. But where you separate yourself is going after rebounds. These guys are really determined to excel in that part of the game.
Bonnie Brewer's checked in for Oklahoma City. For so long, Steve, it seemed that the Clippers were always the second fiddle, but with Chris Paul ending up there and not in a Laker uniform, it just changed the whole mindset, Clark, it seems, of the franchise.
And if you've had the tough breaks that the Clippers have had over the years, one big moment or big player acquisition like the Chris Paul can really move your franchise in a totally different direction. Here's where Oklahoma City sits in the NBA statistical standings right now. First in blocks, first in free throw percentage. And they're ranked third overall in team offense. This is a team that knows how to put the ball in the basket, and really that's their strong suit.
And to me, what jumps out is the blocks, because they're an intimidating team. They really control the paint. They like to physically dominate their opponent. And when they do that and they get a lot of block shots, obviously it gives their defense a ton of confidence.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Lamar Odom. Misses the wing J. The feed now to Brewer. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Left side, Westbrook. Kicks it to Martin. Dishes it to Brewer. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 3 assists in the game. Left side, Westbrook. Here's the 3. Leaps for it. And that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession. Here's Collison. Here's the beat. Nice D from Odom.
He still couldn't finish, even though it looked like he had a lane to the rim. Too often, that's the story for him.
First trip to the line for him here.
Well, not the best statistic for him. I mean, his performance at the line, of course, very low numbers.
His performance at the foul line this season might be the first thing he points to as a priority to improve.
The end of the first one, scoring fast and furious. 20 minutes. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Really good sign offensively the way they started this game out, getting a lot of hoops from close range.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to get baskets inside. I know you're a three-point shooter, Steve, and a really good one, but it's always easier to score in the paint.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets started. So for Oklahoma City right now, we got Derek Fisher. Machine Khabib is out there with Collison. Then there's Martin. And it's Brewer the small forward.
Chris Paul is so motivated to win with this Clipper team. As you might remember, he had knee surgery in 2010 and to have part of his meniscus removed. So you just never know long term how that knee can wear down. Nothing's guaranteed. So he wants to make the most of every opportunity with this talented Clipper club.
A shot by Odom, no good. Fisher, the pass to Brewer. That's good. And the assist goes to Fisher. Brewer's got his first basket of the night.
After digging themselves that hole in the first quarter, this club is starting to shoot the ball much better now.
Yeah, you know, sometimes it takes a little while to work out the knots. I mean, they're starting to put it together.
Here's Griffin. Swings it on the run.
And what I like watching, Kevin, with this guy is his ability to just chase down rebounds. He plays so hard, hustles from the opening tip till the final buzzer. And it really shows with his work on the offensive glass.
And don't forget now, a walking highlight reel every time he steps on the court. His flair for the dramatic makes him worth the price of admission all by himself.
And Stevie talked about Chris Paul's motivation to win a championship while he's in his prime.
Yeah, he said even though he's close to LeBron and Carmelo and those guys, he never wants them to win the title because he wants to win it every year. He's a player who's focused on trying to get rings for himself, not his family.
That's his first team.
Jones checked in for a team to beat.
Very Jones.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. And it's Martin missing.
Well, you look at Vinny Del Negro, spent some time in the Phoenix Suns front office as a scout before moving on to the coaching ranks, and he landed that first job with the Chicago Bulls.
And Fisher kicks to a bucket. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That'll be his second foul of the game.
So it's 2 fouls now here in the first half, so we'll see if they let him try to play through it.
Here's the dish to Martin. And Durant backing in. Ibaka. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
A moment here now to take a look at some of the numbers for Kevin Martin. Third in free throw shooting. He's in the top 10 in terms of three-point field goal percentage, so it's really been a good run for him from downtown.
You know, Steve, looking back at his top-notch free throw percentage, I mean, he's really calm and composed at the stripe. You can tell he's really comfortable there and has the confidence to knock down those shots at the line. He visualizes the shot, and then he knocks it home.
Russell Westbrook in for the Thunder. Barnes dishes to Crawford. Into Jordan. The monster one-hand slam.
When the big fella goes up like that, you better get out of the way.
Westbrook with it. Averaging 23 points per contest. And Steve, you go back to Vinny Del Negro, scout for the Suns prior to coaching. He was also in broadcasting.
Yeah, he's been around the game forever. You know, a lifer. His father was a coach. It's in his blood. He actually grew up just outside of Springfield, Massachusetts, the home of the Hall of Fame. So Vinny, I guess, is just meant to be in basketball.
And they're trailing by 11. Jones sets the big for Westbrook. The pass to Ibaka. No good. So the Clippers will take it the other way.
And that rebound pushes their margin to +5 on the board. Solid job on the back.
Well, it's just part of what they've done here to build this big lead. Shouldn't be overlooked. Rebounding is a huge part of this game.
Caron Butler's checked in for the Clippers. The Thunder have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Outside Durant. Knocks it loose. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession. Why don't we take this chance now to show you the most active wing defenders in the league? These are this season's steals leaders at small forward. Kevin Durant third.
You know, if you're an opposing small forward, this could also be called a list of the league's most annoying players because they will be in your jersey all night when you're up against them.
And they're not just good on-the-ball defenders. They'll torment the players they're not guarding. A lot of those steals are the result of passes he gets his hands on away from the ball.
Jordan with the screen on Westbrook. Paul passes to Butler. Here's Jordan. recover it. And it's Paul penetrating. Here's Griffin. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Blake Griffin doing all sorts of things. 10 points, and he's getting it done on the glass, too.
Yeah, you're right, Clark. He's done some really nice work inside. Well, when you think of Blake Griffin, you immediately think of the spectacular dunks, but I'm so impressed with his ability both as a ball handler and a passer. And when he attracts those double teams down on the block, he really knows how to find his teammates.
Steve, you mentioned Blake Griffin's impressive ball skill, whether handling or passing the ball. I mean, the shooting touch remains that missing ingredient, that part of his game he has to continue to improve on, whether it's the mid-range shot or the free throw. Listen, once he gets that narrowed down and locked in, the rest of the league is in major trouble.
It didn't take long for Serge Ibaka to establish himself as one of the best shot blockers in the league. He has impeccable timing, and he's so athletic and tall with long arms, so he's really able to bother offensive players.
Ibaka just gives you everything you want out of a hustle player. I mean, he plays tough in your face, D, and on offense, he's got no problem banging down low for extra possessions or put-back dunks, and he's becoming a little more polished in his face-up game.
Jones, no luck.
Well, they've built a big lead here so far, and a lot of it has to do with how well they've been rebounding.
Yeah, every time they make a stop, they're securing the rebound, and that's really allowed them to get out to this lead.
And goaltending is going to be the call, so they get the basket there anyway.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
Yeah, the fans not agreeing with the call there.
Well, that's one way to get a reaction from the fans, guys.
Here's Crawford. Pass to Griffin. Straight up. Dumps it down.
Throwing it down with one hand and making it look easy.
Easy and fun. He just drives on making the D look silly.
Yeah, which is something he does pretty often, Kevin.
There's one thing about the alley-oop. You can't fire the pass in there. You got to have some air under that pass. It needs a little hang time.
That's exactly right. A lot of finesse. Just like that one was. Perfectly thrown.
And that's what makes the play so much fun to watch. There's finesse on the front end with then power on the end.
Boy, he's been so cool out there. Composed, never rattled. I mean, a very steady contributor to the offense.
Westbrook. And that one's good. Westbrook's got 4 this quarter.
Boy, they are really getting chewed up inside here. I mean, that's 8 of the last 10 points they've given up inside, in the paint.
Yeah, and the paint should be sacred ground for a defense. I mean, you can't let anybody just trot in there and get an easy bucket.
Here's Cephalosha. And so we wrap up the first half. The Clippers.
43. The Thunder. 32.
We begin the second half. First half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
Blake Griffin doing all sorts of things. He has 15 points and also an assist. You talk about being on, he's been it. Not even one missed shot so far.
Yeah, this is superhuman stuff we're seeing right now.
So with Phillips on the bench, he's on the floor now for Vinny Del Negro. DeAndre Jordan. It's Butler and Griffin teaming up at the forward spots. Chris Paul is out there with Crawford, and it's Odom in at the center, knocking down the middle. And the Clippers making a change here. Jordan's checked in.
I think they gave him a little too much room there. I mean, that was all he needed to rise up and punch that one down.
Yeah, he's going to jump at those chances, guys.
Yeah, that's what he does. He is a high flyer.
He kicks it to Paul. Paul gets a screen from Butler. Jordan kicks to Griffin. Goes to the reverse layup and puts it in. Griffin's got 17.
No, they're just getting hammered inside and really need to find a way to be tougher down there. They got to be physical. They got to man up in there.
I agree. I mean, you look at the points they're giving up. Most of them seem to be coming inside the paint.
Here's Ibaka. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got his 4th rebound in this one. And the Thunder making a switch here. Martin's checked in.
And you're think about Serge Ibaka playing for years with the Spanish national team. He's actually from Zaire, but as a Spanish citizen, he's played on that national team in Spain. Teammates with the Gasol brothers. Talk about a scary front court.
And the foul called on Jamal Crawford. That's his first foul. Nick Collison's checked in for Oklahoma City. And a miss there off the inbound. Clippers leading by 11. Inside. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
The offensive efficiency has been really important. I think that's been the difference.
Well, you know, I think it's pretty simplistic, but it does oftentimes come down to this, making shots. And that's what they've done.
And going back to Ibaka, he speaks 4 languages, English, French, Italian, and Lingala.
A world citizen in any way you look at it, but Thunder fans are hoping to keep him settled down in Oklahoma City for a long time.
Paul dishes to Butler, and the call will be against Nick Collison. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half.
Yeah, he spent a little extra time on the rim there. It looked like he wanted to do a pull-up.
Well, look at the checking his hand, and I think Clark, man, pretty big statement, too.
Yeah, or so he'd have the refs believe.
Paul kicks to Griffin, and stolen by Perkins. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
And the foul called on Jamal Crawford. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Durant. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Durant's got 6 points in the quarter.
And when you play against him, guys, you know that it's going to be very tough to deny him if he gets in close. So you've got to body him. You can't let him get positioned down by the hoop. Otherwise, he'll just torture you down there.
And also, he can flat out shoot it. Defensive pressure means nothing to him. He drilled jump shots right in the face of the defender. Concentration, form, and focus. Outstanding.
Perkins with the screen for Durant. Martin guarded by Crawford. On the wing. Plays again. Collison, good. Collison's got his first 2 points.
He has such a great feel for how a missed shot is going to come off the rim. Really plays those angles well. That's exactly why he consistently beats defenders to the ball.
And that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Hill's checked in. Machine Thabit, he's checked in for the Thunder. Brewer comes in for Kevin Durant. Thabit can't get it to go. Clippers leading by 11. On the wing, Jamal Crawford. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. And there's Grant Hill on the assist by Crawford. Hill's got himself on the board with 3 there.
He loves operating in that kind of space.
Kevin Martin in the wing. He dishes it to Westbrook. It's the lead pass. And Brewer kicks to Martin. Blocked. Ball goes in. Takes it out to Crawford. Ball is screen on Martin. And Ronnie Brewer picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. For the Clippers, Lamar Odom is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And Chauncey Billups is subbed in for Jamal Crawford. Serge Ibaka is checked in for the Thunder. Odom, the pass to Butler. And the layup is good. Butler's got 8 points.
Boy, what a great job of the defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's been their main point of attack. I mean, get the ball deep and try to score from in tight rather than rely on their outside shooting. I mean, that's a more consistent way to score. Take it inside.
Thabo Sefolosha is checked in for Kevin Martin.
And you know, guys, Caron Butler was a solid addition to the Clippers last year. He signed a 3-year deal, which was surprising given that he was coming off major knee surgery. But he gave the Clippers the outside shooting small forward that they needed. I like the awareness they had there. Guys were headed out on the break the instant the steal was made.
And they got the easy bucket because of it.
And it's Paul penetrating. And that basket's going to count, folks. That's the goaltending call right there.
Almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Kevin Durant's checked in for Ronnie Brewer. Cephalosha dishes to Ibaka. Pass to the beat. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Lamar Odom. And that'll be his third foul so far. Cephalosha kicks to Durant. Over Billups. And it's Durant missing. And you mentioned Butler's outside shooting, Steve, important for the Clippers to be able to spread the floor with Paul and Clark and Blake Griffin.
Yeah, Butler actually spaces the defense out and keeps them honest. So Paul is their pick and roll operator, and obviously Griffin gets it.
And this will be his second and third shots to the line here.
Yeah, guys, I mean, he's been a very steady hand for them when it comes to his free throw shooting.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Fisher's checked in.
How about Grant Hill still going strong at 40 years of age? At one time, a superstar talent, robbed of his prime by injury. Man, it's great to see him enduring, persevering, and making up for lost time.
He's a class act.
I like that one-handed spike right there.
Yeah, that's how it's done.
Yes, sirree.
Yeah, he's not going to miss many of those.
Here's Odom. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. Durant's got his third rebound tonight. Cephalosha passes to a ball. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. But instead, he'll shoot free throws. Grant Hill picks one up. The Thunder have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far.
Yeah, this is a very good free throw shooting team, guys. And when you look at the numbers, impressive.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
Matt Barnes is checked in for the Clippers. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Brewers checked in. There's 21 seconds left in the third. And Fisher kicks to Ibaka. And that comes off the assist by Derek Fisher. And that's 13 points for Serge Ibaka.
They are in attack mode right now. That's 10 straight points, guys, all coming inside the paint.
And Steve, if I'm them, I'd keep going right to the heart of that defense like they have been until they do something about it. If they don't offer resistance, take everything you can get in there.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game.
Your Clippers.
Clippers leading by 11. So with Westbrook on the bench, this is who Scott Brooks has out there. Nick Collison out there with Machine to beat. Then there's Derek Fisher. Then there's Ronnie Brewer. And it's Cephalosha in at the 2.
Now that's how you execute an alley-oop there, so.
And with an exclamation point, 2 on the finish, throwing it down hard.
What a terrific play on both ends.
The beat dishes to Fisher. Launches it. And that one's good.
He's going to take that shot every time if he has that much room to get it off.
Clipper shooting has been wild. 76%. That's just unbelievable. And Strong with the one-handed jam.
You know, the dunk was great, but I didn't care for that interior defense there, guys. It was non-existent.
You're right, Clark. You know, it was way too easy. I don't think the coach need to look at it. Look at that face.
It doesn't get much easier than that. They have got to tighten up their defense. That was embarrassing.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Griffin comes in for Grant Hill. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Chris Paul. Kevin Durant's checked in for Oklahoma City. Thunder trailing by 12. To the middle. It's up. Up and in on the layup.
They keep going right back to the paint, and who can blame them? I mean, they're getting it done in there.
Yeah, 3 of their last 5 buckets, guys, have come from inside the lane area, so I'd expect them to continue to go inside right at the defense.
Kendrick Perkins, he's checked in for Hasheem Thabeet. Griffin's shot is off.
I thought he rushed it a little bit, guys, because he had a clean look, just lost his focus.
Durant, and the lead is down inside single digits.
Both of these teams have really stepped it up offensively.
You know what, Steve? They haven't missed a chance, and I think both teams really know what's at stake on every possession here.
Boy, battled through that initial impact and somehow willed it in.
Excellent concentration. That's what you like to see.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Crawford's checked in.
You know, we've all talked about the athleticism that Blake Griffin possesses. What I've noticed already is he's got some grit to him as well. This is a tough guy. He'll dunk on you and give you the stare down. He comes at you nose to nose. He's got a nice edge to his game that you see in a lot of the great ones, and just has to continue to add to his skill level as a power forward.
Crawford's shot is good.
He's a guy that'll take it right into the teeth of the defense. A lot of his points come from inside of guys.
And Ibaka slams it in.
The defense was pretty good right there, but just not good enough.
He was determined to get to the rim.
Yeah, he really was. And he was going to go through whatever and whomever got in front of him.
And Griffin slams it in.
Rough and rugged down there in the low post.
That's his trademark. Hard rebounds, hard finishes, up high and down hard.
And he never stops working. That's what I really appreciate about him, guys.
Gets it to go. Going back to what Clark was saying about Blake Griffin, it seems like he's starting, Steve, maybe to wear on other big men a little bit. The big dunks, a little stare down. Do you sense, Steve, there's some resentment going here toward him?
Well, if there is, I think that's a good thing. For the Clippers, you want players who are competitive and a little nasty, and I think Griffin's got that. I think that's what makes him special. It's not just the athleticism, it's the competitive nature. And as long as he channels that the right way and continues to work on his game, it's going to suit him awfully well.
Lamar Odom is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And let's get this update now from Doris Perkins across the way on the sideline.
Over the last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Scott Brooks said to his team. He was emphatic. We're not getting it done, fellas. We've simply got to step up, get engaged, and try to battle back. Guys, we'll see if the pep talk gets them going.
Thanks, Doris. And the Clippers making a switch here. Butler stepped in. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
No time wasted getting back off the ground when he got his hands on the ball. I like that quick usage jump.
And that's the idea, right? And they take it back up strong.
Yeah, of course. There's no reason to hold on to it any longer than you have to.
4 on 3 as they bring it up. There's the three. And Butler gets it to go. And the assist by Griffin. 14 points for Butler.
Now they are hitting everything they're throwing up. Look at all these threes.
I like the fact, Steve, they're trying to knock him out here. They're trying to hit him with a haymaker. The killer instinct, they're trying to put him out of their misery early.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Ibaka. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Griffin's got 9 rebounds in the game, heading it down. And stolen by Perkins. And Westbrook, here we go.
That's his second team.
Knocked away. Ibaka, the pass to Perkins. The way up missed.
They have really been a group of glass eaters out there today, fellas. I mean, just devouring any and all rebounds.
And I think that's the difference in the game right now. A double-digit lead in that category. He's going to have to be very careful, guys, because that's his 4th foul now, so we'll see how he responds.
Free throw, good Butler.
Wow, what a turnaround from the line this had. Not one foul shot missed yet.
Well, when you have the lead, you're trying to close out games. You've got to make free throws, and that's exactly what they're doing.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for the Clippers. And so Butler nails both of them.
Butler out of UConn really has become a jump shooting 3. Pretty athletic in his younger days, but now just uses that strong body, about 6'7", 230 pounds, to get his shot off.
And they get it. And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist from Ibaka. And that's 10 points for Russell Westbrook.
You know, it's easy to take it for granted because we're so used to seeing him make those kinds of plays.
Here's Griffin, and he converts the layup.
You know what, guys? Caron Butler is a volume scorer. I mean, he loves to shoot and knock down that mid-range jumper. It's a relatively flat shot, but he's pretty lethal with it.
Here's a... Oh! Look out!
Tearing that roof down with that one.
Yeah, and really a dunk contest dunk that time.
Yeah, unreal. What a dunk.
Griffin's shot is off.
So hard not to go for it when you see see that chance at the alley-oop.
And then he wishes he hadn't, though.
Shooting for
Good foul there defensively. Make him earn 2 points from the line.
I agree with you. I mean, no freebies. Don't give anybody an easy opportunity. Make good use of your foul there. Well, you know, you look at the success of teams like Oklahoma City who built through the draft. I mean, teams starting to emulate that method for building up talent. It takes patience. I think some are starting to question the incentives when teams are, in a sense, getting bad to get good. I think it's worth examining if that's the best model for the league to incentivize.
Machine for the beat. He's checked in for Oklahoma City. He feeds it to Durant. For the three. Here's Collison. Oh, that's offensive interference. The Clark thing burns some clock if they want to.
Yeah, and maybe buy a little oxygen while they're doing it.
Jordan kicks to Griffin. And it's going to be out of bounds for Clippers. Will retain possession.
They have no choice but to lunge for that pass to stop it from getting through.
Well, that was a good job. It could have been a quick bucket if he doesn't knock it out of bounds there.
And the Thunder making a change here. Martin's checked in. Paul with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
Not much drama left in this one, guys.
No, it hasn't quite exactly been a nail-biter. I mean, it's going to be a great win for them, though.
Back to Durant. Outside, Martin. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
for three.
The Clippers shooting in the fourth quarter has been efficient at 56%. And it's Paul penetrating. Shots good. And the Clippers lead by 15.
And that should definitely do it. Now it's starting to get out of hand.
Yeah, they're not just running to the finish line. They're running through the finish line right here. They're piling it on a bit. He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
Now, not a popular call, as you can hear in the background.
Not at all. Unanimous disapproval of that decision.
Crawford's shot is good.
You can put this one in the Dubs column. I mean, this is locked up now.
Yeah, I agree with you, Steve. I mean, they closed this game out exactly like they needed to.